What up guys, Fojo here, and today I'm talking about actually coming back to New World. I think that it is finally time that people should come back to New World. There's going to be a ton of content coming out with this new update, and I'm going to talk about a lot of the new content that's coming out and why you should be coming back right now instead of later. It's finally time to come back to New World. But real quick, if you guys could like the video and subscribe to the channel, it would mean a lot to me. I'd really appreciate that. About 90% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. If you could also hit the bell and let you know exactly when new content comes out so you can check it out, that would also help out a lot. And leave a comment if you think it is actually time to come back to New World, or if you should wait for the new expansion to come out, for the new territory and all that. But let me know in the comments what you think. Now, New World's had its history of problems. Obviously, the player count has dropped. There's been issues with updates and stuff and bugs in the game, but they've also done a really good job working on all these bugs and getting the game to a place where it needs to be. I can't say that I've been playing it as much as I always have, but I will say that I will be playing it even more now than I have before because the new update should bring a lot of content and a lot of content that looks to be solid and will be fun. So that's really what I'm excited about. And it's also kind of a prep stage for getting ready for the expansion, the new part of the map. So I'm probably going to be taking time away from other games now to spend more time on New World, which is kind of the opposite of what I've been doing because New World hasn't had a ton going on. I've still been playing it, getting my daily caches done, getting my daily gypsum done, and running a train or two every once in a while. But now I'll be coming back to New World more and spending more time here because I want to be ready for when the new content drops, and I want to be ready for whatever content. I want to have access to everything. Really, right now, I think it is time to come back to New World. I have a couple different reasons for this. First of all, I think the main reason is that they are dropping a ton of content with this new update. And not only are they dropping a bunch of content, they're bringing in a new skill, a new dungeon, and they're reworking all of the loot and all of the perks to completely change up the game. Now, I know that many times in the past people have said this update has come with a ton of content, you should come play the game again. But honestly, like this is the first time I'm saying this that you should probably come back and play the game now. It's time to come back and level up your expertise and get ready for the new expansion to come out. If you don't do that now, you may not be ready to play some of the content that comes out with it, and that would kind of suck. But really, I think that now's a good time to come back. There's going to be a new event, a new dungeon, and there are multiple dungeons you can check out now. The depths is now mutated. You can check that out. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot more going into the game now than there was before, and if you did like the game to begin with, this is definitely a good time to jump back in and try and figure things out a little bit more. Get yourself leveled up and ready for the new content and have some fun in the process. Now, is New World perfect? No, no game's perfect. But I think that they've figured out a lot of the different bugs and issues, things in the past that they've had a ton of problems with. But I also think that they've done a good job of updating and listening to players, so the game has reshaped itself around the players and is more tuned towards the player. So when you come back, you're going to have a lot easier time leveling up, getting expertise, getting through the levels you need to get through to enjoy the game fully and get to the place you want to be as a player. And a lot of us have grinded through it, all the tough times that there has been bugs or issues in the past, or having to level up through hard levels and grind through them even if they are taking a long time. But now the devs have done enough work and the players have done enough work that the game is in a really good place, and they're able to start introducing new things like new skills and new content that is at a different level than it was before. So I think that this is truly a good time to check out the game again. If you haven't checked it out before, this is the time. Get yourself leveled up, get yourself in a good spot, get ready to enjoy the new territory that will be coming out and the new enemies and all the cool stuff that's going to come with that. I'm really excited about that also and can't wait for the new update to drop in this fall. So, but if you get into the game now and level up your character or come back and get expertise up, it'll be just enough time for you to get ready for the fall, get back into the game, and get a feel for what's happened to it and what's changed. Check out a lot of the new content that is there that you haven't done yet. And I haven't said come back to the game in the past because I feel like it's been a long process of figuring out players and figuring out the way the world works and how they wanted to do things. This is the first time that I can say that I think New World's in a good spot for people to come back and try it again or come back and give it a shot because they've done enough work that any level of player can come back and enjoy the game way more than they did when they first started. The amount of adjustments and work they put into leveling, a lot of the harder skills they've reduced down to make it easier to get through because they don't want you to have to grind through everything to get to it, especially if it's keeping you from content that you want to be a part of. So, in a lot of ways, New World has fixed the gap of getting to the places you want to be in the game. Don't get me wrong, you still have to play the game and get through levels and work to get through them, but this is a much easier going version than if you started out the game and grinded through all the levels in the beginning to get to where you are now. But New World has changed a lot. When you come back into the game, it may not be the same thing you remember, and it's definitely not the same place I remember the first day I came in and played when it dropped, which is a good thing. It's changed a lot, and it's changed for the better, and I think all these new things coming into the game, this next update, will be a huge jump in a right direction for New World and head in a direction that can bring back players, have people enjoy the game more fully. So I'm excited to see what this next update brings and get ready for the fall update because a new territory is well needed and well deserved for the players. I can't wait to see what kind of new stuff they bring, new mobs, new territory, new dungeons. I'm really excited about that. But I just kind of wanted to let the community know that I think it is a good time to come back, give New World a shot again. Even if you had some sort of issue in the past with a specific part of the game, odds are they worked on it or fixed it at this point. So come back, try it out, give it a shot. You don't have to love it. If you hate it, stop playing it. Don't worry about it. But come give it a shot again. I think it's well worth your time. I think it's even been on sale a couple of times, so you might be able to get it cheaper than $40, which really isn't that much for a game you can spend some time on anyways. But I think it's well worth the investment and time to put into the game. Come back and give it a shot, like I said. But thanks for listening to me a little bit, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to me. As well as leave a comment. Do you think this is the time to come back to New World? Should people wait until the new territory drops? Or should they get in now and hit the ground running on some skills and expertise to get ready for the new update? But I'll have more videos out soon. I hope to see you there.